Howdy, folks. Today we're looking at All-American Comics number 16 in Facsimile from 1940 in DC Comics. Another piece of comics history falls into place with the introduction of the Green Lantern, as created by Martin Nodell and Bill Finger. It's a testament to the wildfire popularity of the newfangled superhero that as of 1940 they were suddenly sprouting up everywhere, a sure sign of just how decisive the genre was becoming to the fortunes of the burgeoning industry. All-American Comics was typical of the medium prior to the encroachment of the long underwear set, a thick compendium of comic strip reprints, as well as a smattering of original features that read like failed comic strip pitches, devoted to both humor and adventure material. It's a sign of the times that even though this was the first ever appearance of the Green Lantern, the character was already featured as part of a house ad showcasing the company's Big Six comics magazines, a group that also included, as of spring of 1940, Superman in Action, Batman in Detective, The Sandman in Adventure, The Spectre in More Fun, and The Flash in his namesake title. It was taken as a given that Green Lantern would succeed because there was just that much demand for new superpowered crime fighters. The Green Lantern we meet here is Alan Scott, a train engineer who survives a disastrous crash that kills everyone else on board. He's saved because at the moment of the crash he just happens to be holding a strange Green Lantern. After he survives, the Lantern starts talking to him, unfolding a rather circuitous tale of a magic meteor made of burning green metal landing in ancient China and from there to be reforged into a magic lantern that proceeds to wreak havoc across history. Much of the character's basic premise is here, even as it would be developed in the Silver Age and beyond. Already present is the idea of willpower as the ring's driving force, and there's even an oath. Although Scott's oath would change across the era, the formulation presented here would go on to become canonical for the character. And I shall shed my light over dark evil, for the dark things cannot stand the light of the Green Lantern. The character's debut sees him going after the crooked industrialist who sabotaged the bridge at the beginning of the story, using his strange array of new powers to take them down. The idea of a specific vulnerability is also already present, as the seemingly invincible Scott is downed by a wooden club after surviving bullets and knives. It's also worth mentioning, in light of the revelations of much later generations, that on the very first page of his origin, Alan Scott refers to the Green Lantern as a queer light. Coincidence perhaps, but not without consequence. The rest of the book is a grab bag whose biggest appeal is probably the Mutt and Jeff's Sunday strips reprinted throughout, which would remain a staple of All-American for most of its run. Also appearing are early adventure serials Red, White, and Blue, following a trio of adventurers co-created by Jerry Siegel, and Gary Concord, Ultraman, one of several blatant Flash Gordon riffs that populated the early medium. Sheldon Mayer's Scribbly also appears, unsurprisingly the best feature in the book by a country mile.